Hello to you, this is Edwin, Dearborn, another edition of caffeinated content where we bring great business ideas over that hot cup of coffee. And today I'm in one of my favorite coffee places in all of Las Vegas, Public Us. Got to come to Public Us. It's in Old Town, Las Vegas, over in the Fremont district. And his place is, well, the layout is the best, but that's not why I'm talking to you today. Earlier in my feed a few hours ago, I put a definition of a word that I think is critical for any type of strategic plan that you're trying to put together, whether that's business, personal, working out, I don't care what it is, whatever strategic plan you're putting together. There are three critical elements to me that are important. Number one, your objective, your goal, like what are you trying to achieve? Number two, what are your resources, which is the topic of today's caffeinated content. And three, how to use, coming up with bright ideas of how to use said resources to achieve point number one, your goal. So I want to read you a definition, and I posted this definition earlier on my Facebook feed. So if you need the full definition, you can look on my Facebook feed, or you can go to a dictionary. Resource, noun, a stock or supply of money, materials, staff, and other assets that can be drawn on by a person or organization in order to function effectively. So this could be people, this could be money, this could be things, this could be technologies, anything that you can draw upon, leverage in your favor. And then number two, an action or strategy that may be adopted in adverse circumstances. So this could be this is a doing this. This could be a specific type of strategy, right? And it comes from the Old French word, which means to surge or rise up, to lift again. So tap into resources, it allows you to resurge, it allows you to lift yourself up. That's what a resource does. Okay, so now here's where I see a lot of people when they're looking at their plans in life. They look at what they don't have. They look at what others have that they don't have. Oh, well, he has a lot of money, or they have fame, or he's an author, or he's got staff and I don't. And people tend, unfortunately, to concentrate on what they don't have versus what they do have access to, what resources they do have that they can actually leverage. Like I'll sit down, one of the first things I do when I consult with somebody is I go, what have you done that is growing your business? Let's actually assess what you have put in place. Word of mouth, how'd you get that going? Do you have a website? Has that ever worked for you? Are you on social media? How has that worked for you? Do you have a database? Do you have email? What connections do you have? What referral sources do you have? Do you have any co-branding opportunities? And we start listing out all the things that they do have, or strategies that they have used in the past, successful actions, and it kind of blows their mind because they start to see, like, wow, I actually have a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of relationships. There's technologies out there I'm not fully leveraging. I've got an iPhone. Are you making videos with it? No, I'm not. Are you connected on Facebook? Yes, I am. Are you posting content? No, I'm not. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Yes, I do. Are you connecting with people? No, I'm not. Are you posting content there? No, I'm not. And so all of a sudden, the minute you start to assess your resources, meaning identify them, write them down, and see what they are, all of a sudden you can start to see a plan congeal of what they have to do to now move themselves forward strategically to actually get closer to an ideal state of affairs, or a higher level of living, or a better state of living. And that's really the importance of resources. I do this with all of my clients when we're laying out a strategy. I do this every time when I'm assessing a business of, they'll tell me, well, we got to double our sales, but I don't know how. Okay, well, let's start with assessing your resources. Then we can see what you're not doing, or what you have done that you're not doing any longer, that could be put together, because we've got to start working on your strategy with what you have. I can't I can't work with what I don't have. Does that make sense? So the analogy is, you know, the movie with Tom Hanks called Castaway, he's sitting on an island, he's got to get off the island, and all he's got is, you know, whatever washed up on shore. He's got that ice skate, he's got the volleyball, he's got some other bits and ends that he uses. Those are his available resources. He uses the trees, he uses the coconuts, he uses what he has to get where he wants to go, which is off the island and back home. And that's very often where we stand. We have very few things, but believe it or not, when you get bright enough, those very few things can then open up the door to get you the next resource, and then the next relationship, and then the next access to talent or know-how. But you have to start with what you have, where you are, and what you can do. And that's what assessing resources is so important. Okay, hope you found this of value. If you like this video, please share it. Please give it a thumbs up, like it, and all that other stuff. And we'll talk to you soon. My name's Edwin Dearborn, author of Power Branding Secrets. Bye-bye.